إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون رضا بقضائه وتسليما لأمره صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله صلى الله عليك يا ابن رسول الله صلى الله عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين صلى الله عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. This is an account of the events which took place on the 10th of Muharram in Karbala. In the preparation for the battle that was about to commence, Imam Hussein alayhi salam placed Habib ibn Madahir on the left side and Zuhair al-Qain on the right side, and the standard bearer was Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. We just prayed the Dhuhr prayer just now. On the day of Ashura, Imam Hussein prayed the Dhuhr prayer, but he didn't pray like we prayed the Dhuhr prayer. He prayed the Dhuhr prayer in a rain of arrows, but he didn't abandon the prayer. He prayed in a rain of arrows. Allahu Akbar. Syed and Zuhair stood in front of him. They took the arrows on their chest. As the Imam completed the prayers, they fell down from the weight of the arrows. And they turned to the Imam and they said, Ya Ibn Rasulillah, did we do as we were required to do? After all of the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam had gone to the battlefield and been killed, Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam, this account is for all the members of the household of the Holy Prophet. Every single report states that Hussein alayhi salam prepared Ali Akbar. He dressed him in the clothes of the Holy Prophet of Islam. He mounted him on the horse, and then he said, Allahumma ushhidu ala haula'il qawm laqad baraza ilaykum ashbahan nas khalqan wa khulqan wa mantiqan bi rasulik. O Allah, be a witness against this nation that I'm sending in front of them to die that son of mine who most resembles the Holy Prophet of Islam, who looks like the Holy Prophet, who speaks like the Holy Prophet, who walks like the Holy Prophet, who has the akhlaq of the Holy Prophet. Ali Akbar went into the battlefield. The narrative states that he addressed the enemy. He said, I am Ali, son of Hussein, son of Ali, son of Abu Talib. These are the words of the Maqatil. They state that he says, I am Ali, son of Hussein, son of Ali, son of Abu Talib. And remember this, that your plan of trying to rule over us will never be successful, because the son of a prostitute can never rule over us. The narrative states that Ali Akbar killed 120 people on that day. Then he was killed. Hussein alayhi salam went to answer his call. The next person from Bani Hashim to go into the battlefield was Qasim ibn al-Hasan. Hussein alayhi salam was reminded of his own brother Hassan alayhi salam. When Qasim came to him with that letter that was tied on his hand, and he said, "Oh, my uncle Hussein." Hussein alayhi salam reads the letter. It says Hassan alayhi salam says to Hussein, he says, "Oh, my brother Hussein, there will come a day when you will be surrounded by enemies. There will come a day when you'll be surrounded by enemies. Nobody will be there to support you. Nobody will be there to support you. So accept my son Qasim on my behalf. Accept my son Qasim on my behalf." Qasim goes into the battlefield. He too reminds them that this is the grandson of the Holy Prophet. What are you doing? The people come forward towards him. They strike him on his head. He falls off the horse. He's trampled by the hooves of the horses. The Imam of our time in Ziyarat al-Nahiyah says, "My salam be upon that martyr at Karbala, whose ribs from the right went over to the left, whose ribs from the left went over to the right because of the trampling of the horses." Qasim ibn al-Hasan too was martyred. The next person to go into the battlefield, he didn't have the permission to fight, was Abu al-Fadl Abbas. He was asked for Karbala, his purpose is Karbala, but he doesn't have permission to fight. Hussein alayhi salam says, "Go and get water from the tents. Go and get water from the Furat." Abu al-Fadl Abbas goes towards the Furat. He goes towards the Furat. He looks at the water. He sees the water. He can drink the water. He says, "No. How can I drink when the master is thirsty? How could I drink?" He too loses his arms and is killed in Karbala. The last member to be killed from Bani Hashim is the 6-month-old baby. Hussein alayhi salam goes to get the water. He goes to get some water for the baby. In response, they fire the 3-pronged arrow. The 3-pronged arrow at the baby. The blood gushes into the hand. Hussein alayhi salam wants to throw it to the sky. The sky calls out, "Hussein! Not a drop should come to the sky. If it comes, there will never rain again. No drop should drop on the ground. If it goes on the ground, not a crop will grow again." Hussein alayhi salam smears his face with Ali Asghar's blood. He says, "Oh Allah, I will come to you looking like this to seek the justice for this innocent child." Now everyone's killed. Nobody remains. Sayyid al-Shuhada stands all alone in the desert of Karbala with the corpses all around him. If somebody from our family, one person dies, you can't think straight. You can't stand up. You can't speak to anyone. 72 of Hussein have died today. 72 have died, all in front of him. he rides into the battlefield and he delivers a sermon. You can't speak straight. This is Hussein alayhi salam. 72 have died. Now he delivers a sermon. He says, am I not the grandson of your prophet? Did I do something wrong? Did I change the religion? For what crime do you want to kill me? They said, we hate your father and we hate you. Hussein alayhi salam says, I am listening to you. I am speaking to you. You don't respond. You don't understand. He says, yes, because your stomachs are full of haram. This is why you don't understand what I am saying. Allahu Akbar. He comes back into the tents. He comes back into the tents and he comes into the tent of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam. Imam Zainul Abidin is in a state of severe illness. He comes into that tent and he says, he wakes up his son and he says, oh my son, in a few moments time, I too will no longer remain. I'm going to the battlefield. The Imam wakes up. He says, Aina Habib, Aina Hur, Aina Zuhair, Aina Muslim. Imam says to him, Bas, enough. Don't ask anymore. He says, Aina Ali Akbar, Aina Abbas. The Imam says, no more. Oh my son, in the men either you are alive or I am alive. The narratives of the Maqtal states, Imam Hussein alayhi salam sees that Imam al-Sajjad tries to get up. He fails to get up. He's so weak. He says to his aunt Kulthum, bring my staff and my sword. In that ailing state, he wakes up. He holds on to the staff. He takes the sword. Imam Hussein alayhi salam says to him, Sajjad. He says, where are you going? He says, I am coming to defend you. How is it possible that you are killed before me? The Imam says, Sajjad, you're too ill to fight. Your test is coming. Your test will be to stand in Kufa and Sham, to tell them my message and see this family of the Holy Prophet treated worse than slave. That will be your test. Hussein alayhi salam says to Fizza, he says, Fizza, go to such and such place in which is stored a piece of clothing that is specific for this day. But make sure that Zainab doesn't see. Fizza goes towards this place. She picks up this piece of clothing. She's bringing it to the Imam. Zainab says, Fizza, what are you taking with you? What are you taking with you? Zainab sees this piece of clothing. She remembers that moment in Medina where Mother Fatima to Zahra used to sew this, weeping and wailing that this is the garment that my son Hussein will be wearing when he's killed in Karbala. Fizza brings it to Imam. The Imam tears it from all the places. He says, maybe because this garment is torn, the enemies will not take it from my body. Now he puts it on. Every single martyr at Karbala was helped onto the horse by Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Who is there to help Hussein? Zainab comes out of the tent. She says, oh my brother Hussein, I am still alive. I am alive, I am here. Zainab alayhi salam helps Imam Hussein onto the horse. Now the Imam wants to go towards the battlefield. But the horse doesn't move. It won't budge. The Imam says, Zul Janah, I know today has been very tiring for you, but this is the last request. After this there is no more. The horse refuses to move. It looks up as if to say, oh master, look down. Hussein alayhi salam looks down. Hussein alayhi salam looks down. He sees his 4-year-old daughter. She's holding on to the horse. She says, oh horse, don't take my father. Whosoever has gone into the battlefield has not come back. Don't take my father. Hussein alayhi salam looks down. He says, Sakina, you had rid me farewell inside the tents. So how come you're stopping me from going now? She says, oh my father, it's almost close to being evening. I remembered that I cannot sleep except on your chest. How will I sleep tonight? I'm sure Imam Hussein was thinking, Sakina, you won't be sleeping tonight, and you won't be sleeping. Imam says, Sakina, I'll come down from the horse. Put your head on my chest one last time. Imam Hussein alayhi salam comes down from the horse. He lies down on the burning sand of Karbala. Sakina puts her head on Imam Hussein's chest. And she wakes up and she says, oh Baba, go. Imam says, what did you see? She says, oh my father, when I put my head on your chest, I saw my mother, our grandmother Fatima Zahra. She was saying, we are waiting here with the water. Why do you stop my son from coming? Father, go. Hussein alayhi salam goes into the battlefield. He fights as the Imam of the time should fight. The Imam of time is the bravest person in the world. He fights. As his first attack, the enemy are in retreat. They're shocked that this is a man who's had 72 die in front of him. Yet his bravery is unmatched. Hussein alayhi salam comes to the corpse of Ali Akbar. He says, Ali Akbar, did you see how your father fought today? He turns to the enemy. He says, look at the battle of the one whose young son was killed in front of him. He comes to the Furat, where Abbas's hands are lying. He says, Abbas, did you see how your Imam fought today? You were in a hurry to go. If you had been alive, we would have fought together. He turned to the enemy. He says, look at the battle of the one whose back is broken, whose support is gone. After manifesting this jihad, there's a cry from the heavens. Jibreel says, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna Irji'i ila rabbika radiyatan mardiyya. Oh, the soul who's at complete peace with himself, return back to your Lord. He pleased with you, you pleased with him. Hussein alayhi salam puts the sword back into the spear, into the sheath. They surround him. They start pelting him with stones. Hussein alayhi salam comes off the horse. Zainab is watching from Tilla Zainabiyah. He comes off the horse. Now he's neither on the ground nor is he on the horse. Where is he? So many arrows on his body that he's resting on the arrows. He's resting on the arrows. It's mentioned in the Maqatil that at least 10 people come forward to try and kill the Imam. As soon as they get close, each of them throws the sword. He says, I can't do this. I can't bring myself to kill the grandson of the Holy Prophet. Then finally, Shimr ibn Dhil Jawshan is selected for this task. He brings the bluntest dagger. Hussein's neck is parched with thirst. The dagger is blunt. The sky turns black. The earth trembles. Allah, qad qutila al-Husayn bi Karbala. Allah, qad zubiha al-Husayn bi Karbala. Husayn Karbala में मारे गए, ज़बह कर दिए गए. जिब्रील ने सदा बुलंद कर दी. बस अजीजों उठ खड़े होइए, ताबूत आ रहा है. मौला को पुरसा दीजिए.